Hello, friends. I hope you're all dressed in your best Christmas attire today. And happy birthday, Alan. I hope you enjoyed all of your wonderful birthday messages. It kind of stinks to have your birthday on a weekday, always, but especially during quarantine. So you deserve lots of birthday love. Hopefully, you're getting it. Also, once I figure out how to create a username, boom, add new buddy. I got your message loud and clear. And I got everyone's messages, actually. Thank you so much if you took that survey yesterday. I really appreciate it. And Marcosito, Eduardo, ustedes me extrañan también. I miss all of you guys very much, but it's nice to be able to see your messages in that way. So I really appreciate that. You guys can always email me if you need anything too. Okay, so the reason I'm here is because I want to redo yesterday's exit ticket problem for you guys and show you how I would work on this problem. So I've closed out PUBG, I've got my calculator going now, and I am looking at, let me just double check the problem because I don't trust myself. What's that problem? 24x minus 16xy. So let's say I'm looking at this problem and I know that I need to factor it. To factor means to break it down, remember, into two factors that could be multiplied back together to give me this. For example, if I wanted to factor 6, I could say 1 times 6 or 2 times 3. But this is kind of weird because it's two things subtracted from each other. How do we factor that? Well, we can find the greatest common factor or the thing that they both share. Okay, so I see two coefficients here. Remember, you guys are great with the vocab. Coefficient, the number in front of a variable. I'm going to start by factoring my coefficients. I'm going to factor 24 and I'm going to factor 16. And a lot of people got this part, actually. A lot of people really nailed this part. I'm going to write out my 1 through 10. I'm going to write out my 1 through 10. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide my top number, my coefficient, by each of those factors. So 24 divided by 1 is 24. 24 divided by 2 is 12. 24 divided by 3 is 8. 24 divided by 4 is 6. 24 is not divisible by 5. I'll get a decimal, so that means I don't fill that one in. 24 divided by 6 is 4. Okay, that means I'm done because I have a repeat. 4 and 6, 6 and 4. Don't need both of them. Okay, now I'm going to try 16. 16 divided by 1 is 16. 16 divided by 2 is 8. 16 is not divisible by 3. 16 divided by 4 is 4. Oh, look, there's a repeat right there, 4 times 4. So I don't need to keep going. Now, a lot of people were able to identify that my greatest common factor is 8. So I'm going to use 3 times 8 and 2 times 8. But this is where some of us got stuck. Now, what those factors tell me is how I can break down that coefficient. So now, instead of 24, I can write it with the greatest common factor. I can write 3 times 8. This is a very important step. Where was I? Sorry, I know that seemed like 2 seconds to you guys, but that was like 20 minutes to me. I was just off having a check-in. Anyway, so we think we left off at 24 equals 3 times 8. So we know that 24 is 3 times 8. We're using that factor. And we also know we have an x here. And since they're smushed together, that means I'm multiplying. So 3 times 8 times x also. Now this 16 I'm going to replace with a 2 times 8. So 2 times 8. And I also have an x and a y smushed here. So times x times y. Okay, I have 1 minute to finish this problem, and this is the most important part. So pay attention. Okay, I need to see what I can take from all of these equally. It's like if I wanted to take, I don't know, if I was giving something to somebody, I would want to give to everyone equally in order to be fair. Think about this. I need to be able to take equally. So I'm taking an 8 equally from both of them, and I can also take an x equally from both of them. So that means an 8 and an x can go with both of these things. And that's what the parentheses tell me. They tell me that the 8x can go with both of these things. Now, what can the 8x go with? Well, what's left? A 3 in the first one. And in the second one, I have a couple things left. I have a 2 and I have a y. So that leaves me with 3 minus 2y.